Hi there folks, welcome to Dunsy's Guitar World. Welcome to another guitar lesson for the Sensational Alex Harvey Band. It's like I'm obsessed by the Sensational Alex Harvey Band. As an aside, new t-shirt, my mate Dave, drummer Dave, A Ritual Spirit is his band, check them out, link below, very good band. But it was the Sensational Alex Harvey Band, yeah, love them. So today I'm doing a lesson for Vambo, but I thought I'd make this one a bit different. Rather than playing along with the studio version, which I normally do, I mean, you can't really find any backing tracks for the Sensational Alex Harvey Band. This time I'm playing along with the live version of this, which I think was broadcast on American television. The American audiences must have been shocked, you know, seeing the Glaswegian Alex Harvey in full flow, entertaining everyone. Now, I never saw the Sensational Alex Harvey Band live with Alex, unfortunately, but a good friend of mine was telling me that in May 1975, not only did he see the Sensational Alex Harvey Band live at the Hammersmith Odeon, where the Blue live album was recorded, on the Friday the night before and on the Sunday the night after, he saw Led Zeppelin at Earl's Court. What a weekend, my goodness. Brilliant stuff. So what I've done is, I did a lesson for the song, so that'll be after this, and then I did a playthrough of the live version. I've used the video as well, because I mean, it's not about me playing the guitar, it's about the band, it's about the Sensational Alex Harvey Band. They're so good, and you learning how to play and seeing how good the band were. So I do hope you enjoy this, something a bit different. Not the greatest audio quality, unfortunately, because I had to rip the video from the YouTube, but as they say in business meetings, it is what it is. Cheers for now, folks. So in the live version, first thing you hear is this. So that's the 9th fret of the B, hammer onto the 11th fret of the B, back off to the 9th fret of the B, back to the G. Then Alex does his little speech, and then the next bit, to play this you mute all the strings, put your hand, left hand across all the strings about the 12th fret, and so you're not actually pushing down any notes, you're just holding all the strings muted. And then Zal does this, he does a pick slide, it sounds like it's down the G string. So removing your pick backwards and forwards. And then we're in to the main part of the song. So the first instrumental bit goes like this. It's the 3rd fret of the B string, hammer onto the 5th fret of the B string, back off to the 3rd fret of the B string, over to the 3rd fret of the G string. He plays that 4 times, then it plays the same notes but changes rhythm. So the first big riff goes like this. And that's all round the 7th fret and the 5th fret of the A, D strings. It's 2 notes on the 7th fret of the A string, over to the 5th fret D string, back to the 7th fret of the E, then over to the 7th fret of the D, back to the 7th fret of the E, over to the 5th fret of the D, back to the 7th fret of the E, 7th fret of the D, 7th fret of the E, finish on the 5th fret of the D. So I'll play that really slowly, it sounds complicated, but it's not. Then the main verse riff is a pedal tone on an open A string, and it goes like this. So it's the A string open twice, and then the 5th fret of the D and G strings. A string open again, then the 7th fret of the D and G strings. A string open again, 5th fret of the D and G. A string open again, and then the 7th fret D, G strings. So I'll play that slowly. Now what Zal does, he slides into that first A chord from the 3rd fret of the bottom E string up to the 5th fret. Then you reach over with your first finger, play the first chord that you played there, the 5th fret, D and G. It's quite tricky because you need to dampen the A string on that bit. And then the chorus is just power chords. It's an E power chord to a C power chord to a D power chord to an A power chord. Now you can hear Chris Glenn on the bass. He plays something like, so it's the 5th fret of the E, 3rd fret of the E, toggle backwards and forwards to an open E string. I think Zal maybe does that as well, so it's something like this. Now in the middle there's a keyboard bit. It's quite funny, it's almost like it's between notes, and Zal plays something like this. I'm not saying it's 100% accurate, but it goes a bit like this, and it's just the 11th fret of the B, 12th fret of the G. So you're bending that B up. It's almost like a quarter note on one of those measures. So it's quick up and down. Then he goes up and plays the 17th fret of the B string to the 16th fret of the G in the same sort of rhythm. But he actually bends that note. I think he only plays that once. Bends that note up, and then he goes into the solo, which I'm not doing a lesson for. I didn't play over the Zal's solo because it sounds fantastic, and people should listen to what Zal's playing, not what I'm playing. So that's all the parts.
Vambo rule in your city, in my city. Vambo rule. Okay. Vambo, Vambo, he safe child, running wild. Vambo, Vambo, sweat and labor. Vambo never steal from neighbor.